By now, the world is deeply caught up in the Middle Eastern saga, this time with Trump, Israel, Iran, and the often unpredictable Qatar taking center stage. It's a story filled with secret calls, quiet betrayals, and enough irony to make even Shakespeare's characters blush. It all began on June 22, 2025, when former President Trump, clearly still drawn to dramatic moments, launched Operation Midnight Hammer, targeting Iran's underground nuclear facilities. B-2 bombers took off from Whiteman Air Force Base in Missouri, refueled mid-air, and, with logistical support from the forward headquarters at Al Udeid Air Base in Qatar, delivered precise strikes on Fordow, Natanz, and Esfahan. But here's where the matter gets very interesting. Just hours after the strikes, Iran responded with what looked like a dramatic counterpunch: missile attacks on several U.S. military bases across Kuwait, Bahrain, Iraq, and most notably, Al Udeid in Qatar itself. Qatar knew about the attack. On paper, it appeared to be a dangerous escalation. But then came the twist. According to multiple Iranian officials quoted by Farnaz Fasihai, Iran had given advance notice to Qatari officials. Yes, you read that right. Iran told Qatar ahead of time that missiles were inbound, ensuring that casualties would be minimal. This wasn't retaliation, it was theater. A perfectly staged symbolic slap designed to save face while carefully preserving lives. As one Iranian official put it, we needed to strike back symbolically but leave everyone a way out. Shades of 2020, when Iran gave Iraq a heads-up before hitting U.S. bases after Soleimani's assassination. In short, it was a planned attack, and Qatar, ever the master of two-faced diplomacy, played along smoothly. The same Qatar, which, on paper, is now America's major non-NATO ally, thanks to President Biden's generous designation in 2022. The same Qatar that shares the world's largest maritime gas field with Iran. Biden started. Trump follows. Biden rolled out the red carpet for Qatar. Trump, knowingly or not, is blindly walking on it. Despite having less than 300,000 citizens, Qatar punches far above its weight, playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. On one hand, it hosts a CENTCOM's forward headquarters at Al Udeid, which coordinates America's entire Middle East military strategy. On the other hand, it partners with Iran in controlling the vast South Pars/North Dome gas reserves, the largest on the planet. Energy deals worth billions flow through pipelines connecting Qatar, Iran, Turkey, and Russia, a cozy gas troika that leaves Washington's energy leverage increasingly brittle. Yet, while U.S. bombers take off with the silent support of Qatar's facilities, behind the scenes, Qatar maintains intimate ties with Iran, hedging every bet. They let U.S. planes launch from their soil to bomb Iran while simultaneously giving Iran the nod before Iran strikes back at those very bases. America sleeping with enemy. America, it seems, is literally sleeping with the enemy, in Qatar's guest room. Even before the Midnight Hammer operation, U.S. military brass sensed potential danger. They quietly evacuated around 40 aircraft from Al Udeid, moved Navy assets from Bahrain, and tried to lower their exposure. But ultimately, Washington trusted Qatar, or perhaps had no better options. Force protection might have been the priority, but Realpolitik was clearly running the show. Behind the curtain, a billion-dollar U.S.-Qatar military deal quietly unfolded. Anti-drone systems, trainers, advisors, Raytheon, Northrop Grumman, and Scientific Research Corporation all happily raked in contracts. The Pentagon waxed poetic about supporting the security of a friendly country, while conveniently ignoring that this same, friendly country, shares gas fields with the very nation America was bombing. Trump also took the aeroplane gift from Qatar. My God, believe it or not, it could be very soon a recipe for disaster in U.S. The uncomfortable truth is that Washington's grand strategy with Qatar has always been less about a genuine alliance and more about containing Iran by co-opting its best friend. Oil and brotherhood, Qatar's move. But as recent events show, Qatar is playing both sides masterfully, a patient power broker, happy to host American generals by day while maintaining an emergency hotline with Tehran by night. Let's be blunt, Qatar is keeping its options open. The backstab is not a question of if, but when. And as Trump and Biden both discover, with different flavors of denial, Qatar will remain loyal to one thing only, its gas and probably the Muslim Brotherhood. In this great geopolitical game, the U.S. is merely renting a base on Qatari land while Qatar quietly collects rent and whispers in Iran's ear where the enemy is hiding and what it is planning.